Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So this is a pretty good one. We got Masters of the Universe Origins again. Today we're going to look at two deluxe figures, Flying Fist He-Man and Terraclaw Skeletor. So welcome into my channel. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe for more toy videos, 80s, 90s nostalgic videos, and things of that nature. Yeah, these are two cool deluxe figures I was happy to finally get a hold of. Flying Fist He-Man and Terraclaw Skeletor. Those are some of my favorite deluxe variants, so let's check them out. Let's see what these toys are all about. Alright, here we go. Masters of the Universe Origins deluxe figures. We got Terraclaw Skeletor and Flying Fist He-Man. Pretty awesome figures in the vintage line, that is. I mean, obviously I've never opened the one for Origins yet, but by the looks of it, I think I'm not gonna be disappointed. So here we go. Flying Fist He-Man. Looks great in the package. These deluxe figures look great with their extra accessories and head swap. We got Flying Fist He-Man, heroic leader with the arm swinging action. Swings with awesome might. Cool. Looks great. And it looks like he comes with the vintage head on it. And then there's that other head which was also in the Battlefield Warriors pack. The battle damaged He-Man and Battle Cat. I can't get enough of that vintage head though. I really like it. So here we go, some profile art back there. We got He-Man battling alongside Fisto, Cyclone. So there's one to come, and Mossman. So pretty neat. Oh boy, Mossman's holding a torch. You better be careful with that. And there's the Attorney in Palace, right? So that's pretty crazy. I really doubt we would ever get that. But all right, He-Man battles back vile villains with his fist flinging power. Pretty cool. So we got a demonstration of the action features back there. So he can hold his weapon on his back, and he's got his shiny spinning shield and his flying fists, I guess. And then this was during the time of wave, was that set? Wave 7? So the cross sale there. All right, looks great. Awesome deluxe figure set here. Let's get Flying Fist He-Man out and see what he's all about. Alright, we got Flying Fist He-Man out of the package, and so this is this deluxe figure set is going to come with this comic book, Under Siege, so another one I haven't checked out yet. Pretty cool. So there we got Flying Fist He-Man with a nice vacuum metal armor. There's the clip piece that comes already attached on the back to where you can use it as his swinging mechanism, so he can be your freestyle dance instructor. The figure looks great. I like how the vacuum metal looks, and all the colors just look, once again, vintage inspired, but a little bit different, a little bit more vibrant here and there, and just pretty cool all around. And it even has the little place where you can use your finger, like in the vintage ones too, the little divots or whatever they are. And so this deluxe figure did come with an alternate hand if you want to I guess hold the power sword. I do not remember, honestly, I don't know for fact if the vintage Flying Fist He-Man came with the power sword. I don't think that it did, so this might just be an added bonus. So you could use this weapon and have a power sword if you wanted to instead of the shield. Or also you could stow this weapon back here and then have him hold a power sword. So either way, it's cool. We got another full power sword though, and then we have the alternate head, which we've seen again. Both these heads we've seen in other sets. This was in the Battlefield Wars, except for maybe there was a red paint on it, like a wound on it. Can't remember for sure. And then we got that nice vintage inspired head, which honestly looks, I don't know if they changed the color of the hair a little bit to make it a little bit more blondish, but that's one thing I noticed about the vintage He-Man, Flying Fist He-Man, was the hair was a little bit more yellowish. So this definitely looks like that to me. So his main weapons, just like the vintage, is we got they called them mighty maces. There we go. He can whip that around, and then his shield. All right, so here we go. We got Flying Fist He-Man equipped with the shield and his Dang, what do they call? Mighty maces. I thought they were his flying fists. That's why he was Flying Fist He-Man, but whatever. I guess his fists are flying with the two weapons. Do I want to fight you with this, or do I want to fight you with this? And his shield does have a little spin action to it. Great figure, great deluxe figure. Alright, now let's take a look at Terraclaw Skeletor. Oh man, I always love opening Skeletors. Skeletor is just such a great figure. So here we have Terraclaw Skeletor, swings with Fearsome Fury. Evil Leader with the claw swinging action. There he is, all vac metaled up. He's got, again, an alternate hand, and he does have his Havoc Staff. I think those weapons, I don't believe in the, I could be wrong, but I don't believe in the vintage figures they had their primary weapons. I think they just came with their special accessories. And then we got the alternate head sculpt, which looks to me like I don't know if that's a new one or not. I'm thinking that's the same one that was on, might have been on Battle Armor He-Man? Not quite sure. And I think that's the vintage inspired one right there, which is always a classic. And we got our Terraclaws and a little dragon chomper accessory. Alright, so here's some cool back artwork for Terraclaw Skeletor. Oh, I think these make a picture, huh? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So that finishes the whole image there with both of them. Pretty neat. But for this side with Terraclaw Skeletor, we've got him with Too Bad and Spikor. Oh man, those are two great figures we'd love to see too. I don't believe any spoils have come up for those yet. Skeletor attacks with his deadly Terraclaws in his quest to rule the entire universe. Pretty sweet. Alright, so then we got a demonstration of his action feature there and the same cross cell. I like some Terraclaw Skeletor, so let's get Terraclaw Skeletor out and see what he's all about. Alright, here we go, Terraclaw Skeletor out of the package. It looks like his shoulder isn't quite, that's weird. On this one it's pretty noticeable, like you can see maybe the mirror reflection is showing me the joints or something. But it seems like this shoulder on my Terraclaw Skeletor is popping out there quite a bit. You guys seeing that? Just a little bit of extra separation there. Oh well, it's not a big deal. So, nice vacuum metal. Got that vintage head sculpt. We got our freestyle dance instructor action feature. Maybe the vintage one maybe the vintage one did come with a Havoc Staff, because so Terraclaw Skeletor is a little bit different, because if you use his Terraclaws, you actually can't equip his other weapon too. So he's got his little dragon chomper accessory. Usually I like to store that on the back and just keep the Terraclaws equipped. So right here you can clip it on. He wears it like a backpack. Then we've got our Terraclaws, which are a little bit different than the vintage style. The vintage styles were molded. There was actually a difference between the right and the left one, I'm pretty sure, because they would have to mold properly to fit on the hands. So these can, I think, go either way, either or. So let's pop these on. There we go. Wow, they're much bigger than the vintage ones. They're pretty cool though. And that's a pretty cool figure. Man, those are some wicked Terraclaws. I like it. And so he's got his Havoc Staff, and I noticed this Havoc Staff's a little bit of a lighter purple, which is strange because it doesn't really match the Terraclaws, but this is a different shade of purple than what I've seen on the other Havoc Staffs. And then he's got his alternate hand if you wanted to, I guess, hold his dragon accessory plus his Havoc Staff. Then we got this alternate head sculpt, and I'm not sure if this is the same one as that was in Battle Armor He-Man, but it looks pretty nice. I think I want to try that one out. Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. That's a nice head sculpt. Both these head sculpts are really good. So there we go. We got on the keyboards Terraclaw Skeletor. Alright, so here we got each figure next to their vintage counterparts, so we can see some differences. Let's look at vintage He-Man, and so let's look at vintage He-Man next to Origins here. So the weapons are, the primary weapons are much bigger, but very similar, of course. This thing is like way bigger though, but actually the vintage shield is a lot bigger than the Origins one. So there's some differences there. Both have the back metal. My Flying Fuss He-Man, I'm actually missing the back holding piece, but he really doesn't need it a whole lot because he holds both of his weapons. Unlike Terraclaw Skeletor, he has to have his dragon backpack on if you want to use his Terraclaws. And then we got the Terraclaw Skeletors here. So, man, those new Terraclaws are much, much bigger than the vintage ones. And those dragon backpacks are a lot different in the size, of course, too. So I do have my storage. So I do have that little storage tab on my Terraclaw Skeletor, at least. So yeah, I don't know. The only thing I can say is that, like, it seems like the separation from the shoulder joint is pretty noticeable. It seems like it's fully seated too, but maybe that was just my particular one. Anybody else have that? Terraclaw Skeletor, I'd say, is probably vintage and Origins is probably one of my favorite deluxe figures. He's just a really awesome variant of Skeletor. Alright, it's getting a little crowded over here in Origins land, but I wanted to put Flying Fist He-Man and Terraclaw Skeletor front and center. So I'll go from left to right on my Origins collection right now. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.